What's up, everybody? This is T with the SWD3 Sports Podcast coming back to you. Say When Doc Sports Podcast. Hey, we get the acronym, but it's been a minute we've been out of stuff. As always, this is T, and I got...
What's up, everybody? I'm Marquise Dupree with the Say When Doc Sports Podcast. All that nice, fancy stuff T said. We
Hey,
back in
man.
the fold. Who we got over there, T?
Hey, man, we got my dog Joe in the house as always. The extraordinaire, the engineer, the
Well,
man.
we so glad to be back up in this mud, man. Ain't y'all excited? Ain't y'all excited we back?
Mr.
More
Joe.
than anything, ain't y'all happy that football season is back?
It kind of snuck up on me, bro.
Boy, what you say?
As being a football dude, it snuck up on me. But again, we were talking off camera about what we're going to lead into. Being at this football season, I'm going to lead in with one of the best Hall of Fame football games I've ever seen.
Talk to him, T.
Man,
Facts.
and off camera, we were talking about our favorite redhead stepchild, the NIL.
Yeah.
I think the NIL went through the primordial ooze and fell on the sword. I think last year, as much as we complained about it, I think it was one of the more entertaining college football seasons
It
that
was.
we got to see last year.
It was including that NIL transfer portal and all that stuff. And the way that the college football season ran, I do agree with you.
It
sir.
changed the landscape of college football and sports
Absolutely.
forever, man. But again, think about, we were talking about, again, how having a sports podcast, we don't really know what the schedule is or whatever coming up football, but the opening weekend last year, that was epic.
Oh, you talking about the college opening
college
weekend
opening
last year?
football weekend last year, that
It'll
was
never be
epic.
another one like that, bro. Never.
Never. But again, with the NIL, we're starting to see, dare I say, more pro-ready college players because they're staying in college longer,
Yeah.
being that they can get paid.
Yeah.
Again, being that it was a great Hall of Fame game last night with the Cardinals and the Panthers, I saw Carson Beck for the Cardinals, 6-year starter. Well, he stayed in college 6 years. Haynes King, he stayed in college 6 years. I think both of them had something like 44, 45 starts. Those were the two most pro-ready quarterbacks to play in a Hall of Fame game that
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
That's what. It's
Carson
like
Beck,
that
I
to-
didn't realize Carson Beck left college. I thought he had one more year return.
I
but
thought he did, too,
For
man.
some reason, I guess I was dropped the ball on that because I thought he was supposed to come back to Miami.
I didn't know if he was going to come back. But again, what he did at Georgia, what he did at Miami, it translated that he was ready last night because, again,
Yeah.
nobody's going to watch the Hall of Fame game after quarter two.
Yeah.
None of the starting quarterbacks, nobody suits up, nobody plays.
Yeah.
But we saw two young kids, and I saw another couple of guys, what the preseason is really for in the NFL. You look at guys that are trying to make a team. They're trying to make the active 53-man roster,
Yep.
punch outs, hustle plays, that type of thing. And again, most of the times you don't see it that far. But the game last night, the score was 35, 33, something
Yeah.
like that.
I'm not going. I heard about it this morning. I did not catch it, and I heard about the last-minute touchdown that Haynes King ran.
Oh, man.
And man, I was like, damn, I missed a good game.
He threw it wide open. Oh, boy, missed that thing. And
Yeah.
remember that, on that wheel route?
Third quarter,
Bro,
man,
he
and I'm
missed
talking
a
about he
wide
was
open-
wide open, bro.
So if I
Now,
don't watch,
I think the receiver could have made a better
In
adjustment
the
to that
NFL,
ball.
you got to catch that ball.
so that's
Yeah,
new
you gotta
rule.
catch it.
I'm never watching the Hall of Fame game again, so it'll be great for y'all.
Hey, man.
I don't watch all of them for the last 10 damn years.
Me
almost,
too.
And missed that one last night, and it turned out to be epic.
Yeah,
If you
it was.
think about- and again, I think a
was.
lot of it was because those two quarterbacks
Yeah.
were so ready and groomed and ready to play.
Yes. Mhm.
Because again, in the NIL era, we might not like it. We might not like these guys jumping team to team, being hired guns, so to speak.
Yeah.
But no longer are the days of, like I said, in college football, which again translates directly to the pipeline,
Yes.
to NFL. We're not going to see the days where it's only going to be one Alabama, one LSU, or one Georgia, or one Oregon. Everybody has means and it levels the playing
That's
field.
right.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if your favorite player is in Bloomington, Indiana, or if they're in Terre Haute, or if they're in Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
If they can play, they can play.
They can play.
So again, you don't have to. You think about all the players of the world that say, "Hey, man," like even when at Georgia, look at Stetson Bennett, you look at Carson Beck, and who's the quarterback now? You think
That's a
about
good
that.
question.
You think about that, but Georgia has put out. Man, think about what Oklahoma put out. Think about what Ohio State, from a wide receiver standpoint, has put into the NFL in the last couple. LSU, that can be anywhere now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So
So
again,
is it safe to say right now, after looking at the Hall of Fame game, seeing the years they put in college, 6 years.
a piece. Like
piece,
both of
right.
those
So
quarterbacks,
so-
rookies.
So let's be honest. So is college football now in the minor leagues?
I can't say. To me, I think
If you're a 6-year or 7-year, I think it is.
I can't
I
say.
do too. And not only that, but you're getting paid. You getting paid.
If you got 6 and 7 years in college football
At a D1 program.
at a D1 program, and you
We're
get
talking
paid,
D1 now.
I think that's equivalent to the minors.
I
Yeah.
think it's better because when you look at it like this, if you look at the NBA or the MLB, as far as farm systems, those are the major sports that have guys that go to a lesser league,
Yeah.
get yourself together like AAA baseball or
Yeah.
G League in basketball. You think about that. What we're seeing now is I can't say that a G League NBA player could go out and beat, say for instance, a Duke Blue Devil #1 rated
Basketball team, yeah.
basketball team.
Yeah.
But I think now that the guys coming from the college football era, again, they can play in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I think NIL, and I don't know if basketball has become stagnant with the NIL because basketball has pretty much always had an NIL.
Yeah.
To an extent. You couldn't openly pay them, but we knew basketball players
Yeah,
got
we know
that
they
money.
get paid on the
Yeah,
same.
you know what I'm
We
saying?
know-
The ABCD
we know they was
camps.
getting that bag.
Yeah, they was getting that bag, you know, so I don't know if from a sports standpoint that football, because would you think that football out of the top 3 North American sports, would you say that the NFL is the biggest league now?
Absolutely.
Would you agree with that? Being bigger than baseball and basketball?
As far as like reach.
No, like popularity.
Oh,
Popularity.
definitely.
Yeah, right now.
yeah. Right now?
Yeah. Right now.
Yeah, so
Right now, but if they ever put a clock on baseball, watch out.
they just got a pitch count. They got a pitch clock.
I'm talking
They
about
just say-
I'm talking like an ending clock.
No, but they got a pitch clock now.
That's speeding up.
Yeah,
I think the
speed it
pitch
up.
clock, when I was watching softball.
The pitch clock is going to help.
When I was
It's gonna
watching
speed it
softball,
up.
I was like, man, they need to implement this because they got a pitch clock.
The
in
pitch
softball.
clock is going to help, but I do think if they can take the pitch clock right and trim it down to an ending, but let's say 9 minutes of ending.
How you go? But
I don't know how you gonna do it. You play more. You'll play more.
But is
endings,
that
but they'll be
still
short
baseball though?
endings.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it still
It's,
baseball? Like I don't like.
It's got to be 3
Y'all
hours.
like
though,
them
man.
old baseball games that pay 20 hours.
No. I agree with you because my thing was when they brought the defensive shift in, I was like, that's the worst thing for baseball.
Yeah.
Because it's going to limit the action.
Yeah.
You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
I want more action in baseball, fast paced, and I think once they deliver that,
So
baseball,
again-
baseball will kill football.
so again, speaking to the sports guys and y'all,
But I do think NFL right now is.
That's what
foremost.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
So-
that's it.
if you coming in and it's 3 tickets and one, so a baseball, a basketball, a football game, and you want to take somebody, which one are you going to grab?
I'm
I think
sliding.
that depends on who's playing, because if it's something like the Lakers, or I can't even say the Lakers anymore. If it's something like, okay, LeBron is still a draw, like it or love it, he's still a draw.
Yeah, you got to see him for you.
If LeBron is playing Luka, and then the opposite game against that is like, not to say nothing about the Hall of Fame game last night, but the Carolina Panthers and the Cardinals.
Yeah, I understand.
Most people gonna go and see LeBron.
Yeah, and that goes
Luka.
from, like you said, as far as popularity. But what I'm saying is, when you look at the overall, to be able to say, hey, man, like, I cannot, and this is me being a Knicks fan, and let me do that for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
Let me do that for a minute. Let me look right in there and let everybody understand. Let me say that to y'all. Let me turn my hat around so y'all understand what's going on.
Give it to him.
That's gonna be a whole nother show, so y'all stay tuned for
Facts.
that. But what
We're
I'm
gonna call
saying
that
is,
show Orange and Blue.
what you talking about? But what I'm saying is, like, I'm a football guy.
Yeah.
I love sports in general, but at the core of me, I'm a football guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
But I cannot say that from a moment, hey man, when Doug Flutie, not Doug Flutie, excuse me, Doug Williams came back and beat the Broncos in the
Broncos,
Super Bowl, that made me a Washington fan.
Yeah.
And that was an historic moment. Black quarterback, all of that. I don't know if that trumps that moment after 53 years in MSG to see everybody running up and down Broad and saying, hey man, I did it my way.
No.
Those are feelings.
Hey, bro,
Those
I'm
are
gonna tell you right
moments.
now, don't nothing. And basketball is much better when the Knicks are doing well, though.
Yes.
It's just certain
yes.
times.
It's a major
certain
market,
teams.
and everything runs through New York.
Yeah.
It's
But
kinda
you
like,
think, what I'm saying is, the moments, I think I don't put the sports against each other except for baseball. I don't mean that.
I
I'm
do
a
because
baseball guy.
I want to be
But-
into baseball like I am. Like when I watch the home run derby,
Yeah.
I feel like every baseball game should feel like that. And I think to get to that point, that pitch count is going to be a big game changer. And keep in mind, people like long baseball games, right? They like the old time 10 hours. The more hours you get in, the better it is.
But you
so
think-
all I'm saying is we can
Go ahead.
still do that, right?
Yeah.
Let's put we might do 100 endings, but we know an ending is going to end in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
But the beauty of baseball has always been to
That's
me.
all I'm saying.
You don't know. It was always to me the ultimate nullifier because it's like sudden death in most sports.
Yeah.
Each inning, both team gets a chance,
That's true.
and each inning can go what, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's just about
I'd have been
the
sitting in a
execution.
Cardinals game for 6 hours before, dog.
So again, does it lose its luster with that? Because guess what?
I-
If they're trading blows, because
I'm gonna tell you, dog. I'm gonna tell you. I'd have been in
I
the
like when
Cardinals
other,
game, like I
when
said,
other
man.
teams get an opportunity to score in overtime or into like, yeah, I agree with you.
I don't know, dog. When I'd have been in Busch Stadium, like I said, for 6 hours, and when I'm here to tell you, did not one single soul head for the exit.
Yo.
For the whole time we was sitting there at that game, not nan one.
so we're talking about more of moments then, and not the sports themselves.
More
Because-
sports moments.
Yeah, you think about those moments because again, when we throw those moments, like I wasn't alive the last time the Knicks won, but to see all of the fellow fan base, to see the way New York was,
Yeah.
that's a moment that's going to be forever.
Yeah.
The kick six in the Iron Bowl,
Yeah,
man, that was one of the craziest moments I've ever.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that,
That
right
is
now.
it.
I don't even want to think about that because
Joe Carter walks off with that home run. What is that, 92 when he
Yeah.
won for the Blue Jays? Hit the top, they beat the Twins. Like, those are moments.
Yeah.
So I think it's not more the sports. If we agree with that, it's not the sport, it's the
it's
moment.
the moments.
It's the moments.
No.
To talk about moments. Talk about moments. College football back, y'all.
Yeah.
August 29th, we go down, y'all.
Yeah.
Week 0.
Bro,
You want y'all want me to throw the week 0 schedule out there?
man.
I do want to see who we got. What,
All right,
what
all
we
right.
looking like? What we looking
Let me
like?
take my spectacles off. I'm you know, anyway.
I ain't
don't wear
even
them to the
excited because I know what our schedule is
All right,
like.
first
bro.
game, August
insane.
29th on Saturday. We have UNC and TCU at 11 o'clock on ESPN.
That's gonna be a bump.
That is.
That's gonna
we
be a
have
bump.
USC.
Belichick.
We have USC and San Jose State at 2 p.m. We have NC State and Virginia
That's gonna be a
Cavaliers,
bump.
That's
which
gonna
is
be
a
a
conference game at 2:30 p.m. on ESPN.
Now, you done watched them Cavaliers, bro.
Well, yeah.
Watch them
They took us in
Cavaliers.
overtime. I
Yeah,
understand.
bruh.
Listen to me.
Because that ACC was so wonky, dog. Virginia could have really pulled that off.
I think we need to start carrying spears or something on the field. Florida State or something. Okay. But I thought Virginia should be one of the teams in the playoffs. And that's just
I
what I
did
thought.
too.
All right, so Jacksonville State and North Dakota State. That's okay.
Yeah.
We got Hawaii and Stanford. I can't talk.
gonna be a good
Stanford
game.
beat us.
Well, that's gonna be a good game.
Stanford beat FSU.
Run,
So
the Rainbow Warriors,
Yeah.
did you catch them fresh?
Boy, I tell
they
you,
come
man,
to the
Hawaii has
Wait a
been
minute.
kicking out
Hawaii
some
they
got
playing at
QBs,
They
dog.
playing at Stanford?
keep in mind, Stanford. I don't think Stanford have a coach. Remember, they had like a coach by committee with the what's his name? Played quarterback in the NFL. That was kind of
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck. Yeah, they don't have a true head coach.
Yeah.
They have a coach by committee. And
Ain't
Andrew
that
Luck.
wild? That's the wildest thing I ever heard.
That's why it was such
Where's
a big,
David Shaw?
That's why he's gone in 2 years. He's been gone. David gone. I
Wow,
wanted him
man.
at Florida State, but Florida State
Hey,
like, no, we
but
want
at the
Mike
end of the
Norvell.
day, we talk about the Stanford. Hey, bro, they the
They
smartest
beat
kids.
Florida
Yeah.
State.
Hey, bro, Stanford ain't got no.
They
hey.
beat Florida State with computers.
But when I'm
They go
saying,
to Stanford.
when Hawaii's fresh, when they come over to the mainland,
Yeah.
they come over to, bro.
Man, like I
that's a
said, man,
trap
they
game.
kicking out. They
Stanford
kicking
is-
out some
keep in mind,
core
Stanford is
QBs
in
over
the
there.
ACC, so that game is played on the ACC network. All right.
That sounds crazy.
We have New Mexico State versus Florida State on the CW channel. I'm not a big network guy, but the CW just seemed. I hope Florida State getting all that money because I don't know why they're not playing on ESPN. Memphis and ULV will wrap up tonight, 9 p.m. I
That'd be a good game,
UNLV
late
and
window.
Memphis. I think Memphis would be good on that.
Yeah.
So that is week 0, August 29th. It's here.
Hey,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
If you want to go farther, we can go to Thursday, September 3rd. But right now, I think college football being back, I think this is going to be a great year.
now let me ask y'all this: who before we go, we got to wrap up because we were at our minute mark. We always run over time.
Yeah.
I want to go around and I want y'all to give me not your team, but give me 2 teams that you think that are going to be sleepers. They're going to make some noise this year. Joe, I'm gonna start with you. Outside of Bama,
outside of Bama, I want to see what Virginia is going to do in the ACC, and I also want to see what Miami is going to do without Carson Beck.
At Virginia too, Tony Elliott, good coach. Good coach. He was part of that Dabo Sweeney coaching staff.
Yeah, he was.
And I gotta say this because I got a feeling. I love Signetti. But I don't think this year's Indiana squad is going to look anything like last year's Indiana squad.
But that's my 2. That's what, I know you said 1, but that's what I was interested in, to see how Indiana is going to rebound out for the national championship year, or they can even get close into the playoff. My biggest sleeper, though, who I'm looking forward to see, is LSU. I thought LSU was not a bad team under Brian Kelly. I hope
bring it in Lane.
Yeah, I hope Kiffin coming in with all the money. They are so high up right now. If they lose one game, that fan base is going to crack.
I think Lane is going to score points, but I think he's going to lack on the defensive side of the ball, trying to get his side right. Yeah. And at the end of the day, LSU, they live off defense.
I don't know, and I want to see, because I haven't followed it, but I know Ogeron is bringing some guys up in there.
And he's back on the staff.
And I want to see what they can do.
Yeah, he's more of a like a mascot, which I don't like them doing coach on like that.
He can get in the way.
He can bring recruits in. He can recruit.
He can do that. But if it goes awry, he can get in the way.
Hey, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Piggybacking off of both of what y'all saying, my dark horse is Oregon because Dante Moore is coming back. I want to see speaking of 6-year quarterbacks, what Haynes King and my boy Carson Beck, I want to see what Dante Moore is going to do with another year with Dan Lanning in Oregon, because I had them being my sleeper. And what you're saying, I want to see what Trinidad Chambliss and the Ole Miss Rebels do this year.
Yeah.
Being what Lane did to them right before the playoffs.
Yeah.
Having a chip on their shoulder.
I want to see more LSU, because I think LSU has the more pressure on them.
Yeah.
But I am interested in Ole Miss, because Ole Miss has the opportunity to stick it to LSU. And keep in mind, I think they play each other in the third game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like what Trinidad Chambliss is going to do, because I think that kid played well enough to go to the national championship. I didn't like the way Lane did. I understood his reasoning. But at the same time, you had a good team down there in Oxford. So, again, Oregon and Ole Miss, I'm going to see what they're going to do. I think they're both was going to be in the playoffs at the end. I think those 2 teams will be there. Hopefully my Gators will be there. But, again, my dark horse is going to be Oregon, and the other one's going to be Ole Miss. Being said with that, give me your sleeper who you think is going to make it to the playoffs that most people don't think. Give me one. I'm going to start with you, Joe.
That is a good question.
Being with NIL, being at this is wide open, and then it's been expanded.
Yeah. I think this year, Virginia will get in. Yeah. That's my sleeper. I think Virginia get in.
Yeah.
Can I ask one question off the top before we go that?
Go ahead, bro.
Why people is not mad at Lane Kiffin for transferring, but mad
at
every
what I'm saying.
That's
I want to see
why people are not mad at Lane Kiffin, but they're mad at these players for transferring for money.
You know what? That's a damn good point.
I mean,
bro. That's a damn good point. Why y'all mad at the players for jumping around, but you ain't mad at the coaches when they moving?
I don't think no one's really mad with Lane, because we do. This is what Lane does.
But we also
people forget about the weirdness that went on with the Raiders. He left in the middle of the night with Tennessee. He rolled out at Florida Atlantic. People don't remember that Lane Kiffin, this is what he does. But great offensive mind, great football guy, but this is what Lane Kiffin is kind of like the OnlyFans chick. You know, if you do get some time with her, it's got a shelf life.
Yeah.
So you get what you can out of it, do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
It's chlamydia deep in most
hey, bro, don't get nothing on you.
So, but the title that they gave, the title that they gave, Lane Kiffin for jumping around, keeping it the same title they try to put on Nick Saban. I put that title. I said Nick Saban ain't gonna stay in Alabama for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh man,
you get what I'm saying?
How about 17?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Lane
Kiffin,
this is Lane Kiffin's last job, I think.
Nah, I think he's gonna get another job.
If he get one more job, it's not gonna be to this caliber. It may be Florida State, and he forced to stay.
Will he get another head coach job? Will he just be an offensive coordinator?
I got Lane going to the NFL out there.
He would. No, I don't think the NFL ready for him.
Hey man,
they weren't ready for Gruden.
But you think about it like this, and I know we got to wrap this up. At this point in time, there are so many young offensive, bright, smart head coaches and
Yes.
coordinators in the NFL.
Yeah.
You are like the reason Mike Tomlin, we were talking about him off camera, the reason Mike Tomlin is no longer employed with the Pittsburgh Steelers is he couldn't get offense right. He got his side of the ball right, never had a losing season,
Yeah.
but he couldn't score any points. You need a Lane Kiffin, a Kevin O'Connell, a Ben Johnson. You need a Mike McDaniels. You need those guys, Sean McVay.
Yeah.
You need those guys in the NFL now to score points. Lane Kiffin's skill set at calling plays and drawing it up,
Yeah.
that's always going to be valuable. And with these guys being paid in college with the NIL,
This is when I show get good.
But you think about it like this: Lane Kiffin got some guys down at LSU. Imagine if he had Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase,
Yes.
and they both get drafted,
Jesus.
and he goes to be the offensive coordinator in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You want to see what that looks
And
like?
Joe Burrow
Oh,
or something
bro.
like that, bro.
Come
What
on,
if,
bro.
what if he? This is when I show get good. We try to wrap it in time. And we
We got a whole season
time.
for it, man. We got a whole season
But
for it.
college football is here. NFL is here. Say when Doc Sports is back. But just listen to me. What if Tomlin decided to say, hey, I don't want to go back in there. I'm looking at college.
It'd be a
Yeah,
good move.
He'd be a great college coach. Now,
The
where would he
reason
go?
some of the guys that were NFL, the old football guys like the Harbaughs and things like that, which I think the other Harbaugh made good to do, because these kids, they didn't want to listen to the seriousness of what you had to do to get to the NFL.
Yeah.
Now in college, again, you're getting that bread, and that's under contingent. So you have to understand this is a big money business.
Yeah.
We always knew college football was a big business, but when you got the second string running back pulling up in a year's or a Bentley, hey man, somebody making some money. So this is not, so again, if Tomlin goes to college now, he's gonna deal with more kids that are NFL ready.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he ain't got to play with him. Hey, you can go
Yeah,
transfer,
the
bro.
temperament
You
be,
can
hey
transfer.
son, what you
Yeah.
gonna do? You think, because that's the reason right now, I don't think Belichick, and it's crazy that he's got the kickoff game in week 0.
Yeah.
That game, I don't know, like Belichick, speaking of someone who, if this season, like if he has a 6-9 season or something like that,
Yeah.
I think he's gone.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
He's going to Chapel Hill.
Mike Tomlin would have to go to a program that's serious about football and going to put everything into football. On the program I see him at, where they serious and they don't play, they don't care, it's Alabama.
That would be a good
I'd
thing.
take him.
3
But
years down the
I'd
road,
take him.
I think I can
I
see
think
it. Because
to
he
me-
ain't going to, Alabama ain't going to play, bro.
Yeah, but you look at Kalen DeBoer, I think those attitudes would clash because Kalen DeBoer, depends on who's the coach, the head coach there.
Yeah.
If Tomlin goes there in a head coaching capacity, that whole culture will change.
Yes.
But now that everything is the coach is rooted in money, you just need a guy to come in here and pull the trigger. I think Tomlin's going to be, being that he went to a small school, William and Mary, that type of thing,
Yeah.
I think he may go to a smaller school or high school because he's had the limelight. He wants to go somewhere, in my opinion, where
To
he
just
wants
coach.
to coach and cultivate.
He got a
players.
lifestyle job if
spotlight.
he go to Pitt or somewhere like that.
Yeah, if he goes to Pitt, if
But
he goes,
Pitt could be safe for him.
think
Pitt
about,
could be safe.
think about it like this though, man.
But is Pitt really going to put into football?
Yeah, because it's
Like
NIL.
the
Everybody.
ACC schools don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do.
That's the knock.
They do, but again, it ain't that many. Like I said,
Name. I'm not trying to. And this is what we get. We got to wrap this thing up. Name me one ACC school that you say is serious about football and put everything into football, like Alabama, like LSU.
Well,
like
but
Georgia.
you talking about conferences difference. But now I think if the SEC and the Big Ten are the belle of the balls, I think the ACC and the Big 12 they're right behind it and they're gonna catch up with NIL.
Yeah.
That's what NIL is going to
Yeah,
do.
it's evening out
It's
the
going to
playing
level
field,
the
yeah.
playing field.
It's
So
evening out.
the difference is going to be, speaking about my beloved Knicks, Tom Thibodeau, we lost the Eastern Conference Final on a Friday night, and he got fired that Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
You bring Mike Brown in, and we win a championship.
Yeah. Mike
So-
Brown is an awesome coach, though.
So again, that goes to coaching. Now, if you send Tomlin to say, for instance, say for instance right now, if Dabo gets so burnt out because he don't want to adhere to the NIL,
yeah.
Crazy.
and then Tomlin goes to Clemson, and he can get the same players. You want to see what that look? And he gets an OC.
I would
So-
say Clemson is probably the most committed football program in the ACC.
Now, Virginia, because like I said, the OC that was at Clemson under, that's Tony Elliott. Chris
Yeah.
Elliott. He was the OC and he knows football. And again, with the weirdness that Georgia Tech did, like, Virginia was right there. You did what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They were
They
just
was
a
there.
couple of.
They was there.
They were a
They
couple
was
of
there.
3-4 stars.
And I feel like
away.
they should have been one. They should have been in. I feel
Yeah,
like
but
they should-
again, if Virginia gets that money, when the alum, say for instance, if Chris Canty that went to Virginia, if he was to say, hey man, I'm gonna give y'all $5 million stipend, hey man, go buy that left tackle, go buy that D tackle you need. That guy, the head coach, he's smart enough to understand it ain't that about ability. It was just that he didn't. That's why nobody could ever beat Saban. Nobody could ever beat them because
Yeah.
they had the best players
Yeah.
and the best coach. So when you marry talent with coaching. And you got the same amount of money on them for the most part as everybody else, it's
Yeah.
gonna be paired. So you're gonna have the Indianas of the world, but again,
You know, Saban paying that bag on the table.
oh yeah, man,
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody,
He was doing that
But
Bobby
everybody
Bowden-
got one
He
now,
was doing
though.
that Bobby Bowden special.
Yeah, everybody got one now.
That's why I got mad. We stopped
Yeah.
doing it. So, man, let's wrap this up, man. College football is back. Say Doc Sports is back. We're here in Havana Rays, man. Thank you guys so much for this Friday night to break everything back in. T, what you
Hey, man,
say?
it's been
Say
on-
them that fancy special stuff you do, man.
Hey man, we've been on a hiatus. We've been starving for football and sport content, but at the same time, one, it's a blessing to see another season kick off. We want to make sure everybody stays healthy.
Yes.
Want to say everybody stays safe. Everybody with mental health and heat exhaustion and all of that, we're starting to kick off. Let's make sure that this football season is safe, profitable, and enjoyable for everybody. As always, never let your voice be louder than your contribution, and never let your ego be bigger than your willingness to serve. As always, it's the Say When Sports podcast. We got
Marquise Dupree.
and the man with the plan.
Mr. Joe Harris, how y'all living out there?
Always
And
gonna
we
come-
have the man with
Hey,
the
man.
ideas. The
Hey
man
man,
with the show. What?
hey, it's gonna be
The
all,
Knicks fan.
It's gonna be all, and Gator fan, so it's gonna be orange and blue.
That
too,
blue one. You ain't a Mets fan.
Nah, I got a Mets hat though.
Yeah.
Got a Mets hat, but I'm actually a Ball Sox fan,
That's what's
man.
up,
Boston
man.
Red Sox fan. But as always, it's been a pleasure bringing it to you last season. We starting to kick this back off. We're gonna be coming to you with all the best content, high school football as well. Everybody
Yes.
around here,
Yeah.
we got
Yes.
some small leagues. We got some other things starting out. The PIBA league. Shout out to Snap. Shout out to Maurice. We coming to holler at you boys as well. As always, Say We and Doc Sports podcast. Peace. We out.
Peace, deuces.
Peace out.
Back.